Hello everyone, Ranjita here. Welcome back to my channel. Since Diwali is just around the corner, I am here with a very interesting and simple tutorial. Today I am going to show you how to make these beautiful crochet diyas. Very easy and beginner friendly pattern. I hope you will like it and definitely give it a try. So let's get started. So firstly, for today's project, I am starting with this red yarn here. In case if you do not have a thicker yarn, you can go with 2 strands of thinner yarn. I am also using 5 mm crochet hook. You will also need a pair of scissors. So starting with the pattern, for the diya, I will be using this red yarn, and for the flame on top of it, I will be using yellow yarn. I do not have a thicker strand of yellow yarn, so here I am using this cotton yarn, and to get the thickness I will be using 2 strands of the same cotton yarn to make it appear thick. In case if you have a thicker yarn available, please use it. Since I don't have it, I am using an alternative for a thicker yarn. For the base of the diya, first I am starting with a magic circle. It is very easy. In case if you have any doubt, please check out my previous videos. You will know how to do the basic stitches. I am starting with a magic circle and then I am making a chain 3. Once I have made chain 3, then I will make 6 double crochets into this magic ring. In case if you are not confident of making a magic ring, you can always chain 4 and link it to form a ring, but if you can, please try making a magic ring, because that would give a much more beautiful closed finish. So the chain 3 will not be counted. It is only to achieve a height. So when you make chain 3, do not count it as a double crochet. So after making a chain 3, I am making 6 double crochets into the same ring. It is very easy pattern. All you need to know is make double crochet. Like I told you, if you have any doubt in the basic stitches, please feel free to go back and check out my previous short videos where I have shown you in detail how to make each stitch. So now that we have done our 6 double crochets, now all I am going to do is just hold this strand and I am going to pull it tight. So as you can see here, this is the advantage of making a magic circle. You will have no space in the beginning. It will close it very tight and it will give a very beautiful finish. Now that we are done with our first row, let's go ahead and make the second row. Before starting the second row, what I will be doing is I will be chaining 2. This is again to get the height of the next row, and then I am turning my work. When the pattern says turning my work, this is what you have to do, because it is always easy to work on your left side. You cannot work when the stitches are on your right, so you need to turn your work. Once when you turn your work, now all I am going to do is I am going to do 2 double crochets in each stitch. So in the first row we have made 6 double crochets. So now in the second row we are going to make 2 double crochets in each of the stitches of the first row. So here you can see I've made 1 stitch, and in the same stitch I'm making another stitch. So here 1 double crochet and the second double crochet in the same stitch. So this way I'm going to continue and finish this entire row. When we finish this entire row, we are going to be left with 12 stitches. So in the first row we had 6 double crochets, and in the second row we are going to have 12 double crochets. Do not count the first chain 2 as a stitch. So as you can see here, I am done with my second row as well. Now all I am going to do is again start the third row. So for starting the third row, we are going to do the same thing. We are going to chain 2 and we are going to turn our work. So chain 2 and turn your work. So once you turn your work, now what we are going to do is we are going to make 1 double crochet in the first stitch, and in the second stitch we are going to make 2 double crochets, and we are going to repeat this pattern till the end. So that way we are going to have 18 stitches at the end. So we are not going to do 2 double crochets in every stitch, but we are going to alternate it. That is, in the first stitch here I am going to make 1 double crochet. So here you can see I am making 1 double crochet in the first stitch. And now in the next stitch I am going to make 2 double crochets in the same stitch. Very simple and easy pattern. We are going to increase gradually. So in the second row we did 2 double crochets in each stitch. Now in the third row we are going to do 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, and then again 1 double crochet and 2 double crochet. So in the third stitch here I am doing 1 double crochet, and again in the fourth stitch I am going to make 2 double crochet. So I'm going to continue like this for the entire row. Like I told you, at the end of the row we will be left with 18 stitches. So here you can see I am almost done with my third crochet round as well. So here I am done with 18 stitches. So now I am going to make the fourth round here. Very easy. Again I am going to repeat the same pattern. I am going to chain 2 first, and then I am going to turn. After turning, this time there is another slight change in the pattern. We are going to increase gradually like I told you. So in the first stitch I am going to make 1 double crochet. In the second stitch I am going to make 1 double crochet again, and in the third stitch I am going to make 2 double crochets. So here you can see in the first stitch I am making 1 double crochet. In the second one also I am making a single 1 double crochet, and then in the third one I am going to make 2 double crochets. So the pattern is going to be 1 1 and 2 double crochets. So this is going to be repeated in the whole row, and at the end of the fourth row you will be having 24 stitches. Very easy pattern. If you make one diya, you're going to know the pattern by heart, and within no time you can make a bunch of them for the upcoming festive season. So I'm going to complete this row and I'm going to get back to you. So as you can see here, in the first row we had 6 stitches, then in the second row we had 12, in the third we have 18, and now in the fourth row we are going to have 24 stitches. Just complete the fourth row as well with the same pattern. Once when you're done with the last double crochet, carefully pull up the yarn a little bit. You can make a slip stitch at the end. Pull up a little yarn and cut it off. At the end you will need to weave in these edges to give it a finished look. So here you can see very easy pattern for making your base of your diya. So we've started with a magic ring. We've made 6 double crochets into the ring, and then in the second row we've made 12 double crochets, in the third we've made 18, and in the fourth one we've made 24 stitches. With this our base of the diya is complete. Now let's go ahead and make the flame for this diya. For making the flame on the diya, here I am taking 2 strands of yellow cotton yarn. Like I told you, I did not have thick yellow yarn, so instead of that I am using 2 strands of thinner cotton yarn. In case you have the same weight as the red yarn, you can go ahead and use a single strand. So now here I am attaching this yellow yarn to the center of this base of the diya that we have just made with a slip stitch. Once you make a slip stitch and attach the yarn, go ahead and make 3 chains. Very simple pattern. First you need to attach your yellow yarn or orange yarn or whatever you're preferring to use, and then make a slip stitch and then chain 3. This chain 3 is in order to achieve the height. This is not going to be counted as a stitch. Once you make chain 3, in the same space you're going to make 3 double crochets. Very simple. In case if you practice your double crochets properly, you can make this pattern in no time. So this entire pattern is made just with double crochets. So as you can see here, I've made my first double crochet. I'm going to make another double crochet in the same space, and then the third double crochet. Very simple. We've attached our yellow yarn, made chain 3, and now we have made 3 double crochets. Now I'm going to make 1 chain and I'm going to turn my work. Now we need to make an increase here. So for that reason I'm making 2 double crochets in each of the stitch. So make 2 double crochets in each stitch. We have 3 stitches here, so we are going to make a total of 6 double crochets. So here you can see I'm making the first double crochet. I'm going to make another double crochet in the same space, and then 2 in the next double crochet, and then another 2 in the third stitch. So with this we will have a total of 6 stitches in the second row. So now for the next row I am going to chain 1 and turn my work. Now I am going to make decreases. So for a decrease we are going to make, in the first row we are going to make 3 decreases, so that is these 6 stitches are going to become 3 stitches. So here you can see what is a decrease. It is very simple. We are going to do 2 stitches. We are going to double crochet together. So here you can see in the first stitch I am going to yarn over, insert my hook and pull up a loop. I am going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So now I have 2 loops left. I am not going to pull through these 2 loops, but instead I am going to yarn over and insert in the next stitch. I am going to pull it up, yarn over and pull through 2 loops again. So now I have 3 loops. I am going to yarn over and pull through all these 3 loops. So this is one double crochet together. I am going to show it again. Yarn over, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Now I am going to yarn over and pull up through 2 loops. You have 2 loops, leave it like that on the crochet needle. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch. Don't pull through these 2 loops, insert into the next stitch. I'm going to pull up a loop, so you have 4 loops in total. Now I'm going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops. You have 3 in your heading. Now yarn over and pull through all these 3. So this is called one double crochet together. So in this row we are going to make 3 double crochets together, or we are making 3 decreases. So I'm going to make another decrease and that will finish up this row. So with this we are going to turn these 6 stitches into 3 stitches. With this we finish up the row. Now I'm going to make the next row. So here you can see we just have 3 stitches. Now I'm going to make a chain 1 and turn my work. Now I'm going to make 2 more decreases. So I'm going to make 2 double crochets together. So that way, yarn over, insert, pull up loop, and I'm not going to finish this double crochet here. Instead, I'm going to insert my hook into the next stitch and then going to finish both these double crochets together. I'm repeating the same thing again. So in this row we have made 2 decreases. So with this we finish the flame. I'm going to make a slip stitch, pull up some yarn, and I'm going to cut it off. Very simple. Once you cut off your yarn, make sure that you weave in your tail ends to conceal them and also to finish your work and make it look much neater. So very simple pattern. I hope you liked it. So here you can see our finished diya. I've just used a single color for my base of the diya. In case if you want, you can make them in multiple colors, or you can also have another border for this red base. You can use these diyas in multiple ways. You can make them into a rangoli, or you can place it around a flower arrangement. You can hang a ribbon to it and make them as door hangings, or you could string them along with your series lights for Diwali and make it as a string of lights as well. The possibilities are endless, but the pattern is very easy. You can make a bunch of them. I've made it in a single color here. here, but you could use them and make it in different colors and make a rainbow, or you can also add another extra border to this diya base and give it some more interest. The idea is left up to you, but here was my simple pattern for this Diwali. I hope you liked it, and you will also definitely give this pattern a try. You can see the close-up images of the finished pattern here. Here I've used it on a rangoli. You can string it along with your lights and make them a beautiful part of your decor. I hope you like this pattern, and I hope you will definitely give it a try too. In case if you make something similar, don't forget to share it with me on my social media. I will be back soon with another interesting video. Until then, take care. Bye.